Many years before thousands of people knew who Kai Mills was, I was on Facebook and WhatsApp taking photos of events, weddings, funerals, send them back to the family so that they could capture that moment in time. Back then they called me the paparazzi. Since I became a paparazzi, they call me all kind of things now. I answer to almost anything. But a friend of mine told me about an old proverb. Back in my days when I was a paparazzi, when there was not one ferry service, not one private charter group that took the amount of people that Kai Mills took from Green Tilkey to Little Harbor per week. There's no other entity that took with me and a friend, took on my little 29-foot boat, 11 and a half feet wide. That was the beauty of it. 200 yamas, and she could roll along the waters at 50 miles an hour. And that 29-foot boat, 39-foot boat, I could carry up to 30 people in that boat comfortably. I was the paparazzi back then. I still got a little paparazzi in me, that's why I do what I do. It's still within me, sharing correct information. That's all I do. Sometimes I go off course. I may get some misinformation. But Jesus Christ had 12 disciples that saw him performing miracles. They went off course and they all denied him. So who am I? I'm just Kai, an older version of my younger paparazzi days. And a friend reminded me of who Abaconians are. He said, Kai, there's an old proverb say that you can catch the fish and give it to the people. After they eat the fish is no more. But if you teach the people how to catch their own fish, they will learn how to live. Through my videographing, by me being steadfast, going down my own lane, minding my own business, I am trying to teach Abaco how to catch their own fish, how to tell their own story. Because people doesn't know of the hurt, the hunger, the homelessness that in Abaco. I met a bishop from Copostan that took 10, 15 guys to Florida to help people. He's been back over 2 months now. He promised me that when he comes back, he will get that same group together to go and help an 85, 86-year-old woman called Annie Dell that lives in Spring City. I was out there yesterday. She still don't have any electricity, 4 years old, 4 years later. Her house is still not up to normalcy. But the bishop is in church every Sunday and said he's a man of his word. I can send this video to him as soon as I finish doing it to remind him that he didn't have to go to Florida for a photo op for the newspapers in Florida to see them coming to from the Bahamas, where there's more of a need here. God and the Holy Spirit that guides Christian that goes off track should have guided that same Christian group to Spring City to help the oldest survivor of Hurricane Dorian, that the PLP party, the Progressive Liberal Party, the woman that changes her hair every week I see her, she spend more time in the beauty salon. That's Jobert Colby Davis. I gotta keep asking myself, is that her? Are we paying for this hairdo? She changing herself. She doesn't even like the way she looks. But Jobert Colby Davis is the one that paid for a lawyer to kick Annie Dale and 8 siblings or the government structure that the weed is now growing up through the windows. They did nothing but hurt Bahamians and are hurting Bahamians. But I'm reminded of that proverb, you got to teach them how to fish. I'm trying to teach them how to fish. I'm trying to teach the bishop in Abaco that you should be more concerned about Abaconians rather than Americans because we went through Category 5. But I'm also reminded that through Samaritan Place, the worst thing happened to us was the bishop that was in charge of the Samaritan Purse that said that I'm not going to have this one because this one soon die. I'm not going to have this one because they're not in my church. But Kai cares for all people. Y'all learn to fish because Kai cares.